how to open your chakras. I'm gonna both give you entertainment value here. You're gonna enjoy thoroughly watching me. And also I'm going to give you some actual practical techniques and tips that you can use right now to help you open up your chakras. Now, I'm assuming that the people who are watching me are actually evolved and on the spiritual path, and they haven't clicked this video, oh, this is a chakras, blah, blah, blah. I'm actually going to share with you the secrets in order for you to do this. So stick around. If you don't want to stick around, I'm sure you've exited this video by now. So I'm just gonna wait for you to kind of settle yourself into your seats, and as I drink some water, okay? Shiva Kailash Shambho. All right, sure you've skipped up until now, so let's talk about how to open your chakras. First of all, everything about spirituality comes down to one number, and it's safety. Okay, safety. That's actually what life is about, safety. How safe do you feel? What does it mean by safety? Well, if I feel safe right now, even safer than I currently feel, then my perception will become deepened in life, and I can actually perceive more about the intuitive natures of reality and what these trees are all about and everything like that. If I can feel safe 100%, which I currently do and have done, then I will perceive all of it. Whatever the universe has had to show me, I've seen the fundamental aspects of life and of reality, and it's solely to do with the aspect of safety. So you're here to progress towards safety. Safety is number one importance. What does that mean, and what does it mean to have perceived everything in the universe? Well, again, as I said, if you can feel safe, totally comfortable right now, and totally let go of yourself, then you will perceive all of it. You will perceive whatever the nature of the entire universe is. You will perceive your own death. You will perceive your own mortality. You will perceive your own birth even. Whatever happened to you in your birth or in your womb or in your childhood, the things that aren't accessible to your memory through your just simply genetics. Whatever happened even in past lives, you can perceive that, although I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to share that with you. You can perceive into the deepest natures of reality simply by you feeling safe. So safety, ladies and gentlemen. Safety, what does that mean? Well, another word for saying this is protection. You know, you need kind of psychic protection, psychic protection. So I know most of you don't feel psychically protected. I know that for sure, for 100% certainty. Why? Because you live in unconsecrated spaces. You live in unprotected spaces. What does that mean? Well, anywhere you go, you know, you go to an office, you go to a nightclub, you go to a bar, you go to your home, you go to your kitchen. It's just a regular place in the world, on this planet. Versus where I'm here now, I've consecrated this place. I've energized this place. This whole sphere, probably for the next 12 meters in my diameter here, in all directions, maybe 20 meters or 20 feet, is the most energetically potent. Meaning it takes very little willpower for me to maintain myself or to be alive. It's kind of the energetic space supports me. Like a bed supports you, you know? You go lay on the floor and it's not really supportive, your spine hurts, and it's like, oh man, it's uncomfortable. You go on a bed and you're like, it's like poof, you're on a cloud. Similarly like this, okay? If you want a very obvious example of what this consecrated space looks like, what does a consecrated space looks like, you go type in Isha Yoga Center videos, and you maybe go through some videos that walk you through the Isha Yoga Center. That place is extremely psychically protected and energetically potent and powerful. So it takes very little for you to live there. It's like effortless, it's done for you. There is also a Isha Yoga Center in Tennessee, okay? Some of you should go there. If you live in the United States and you have the ability to travel, you know, it's like one flight away. You go there, spend the night, and that is a consecrated space. You will see what a consecrated space is when you go there. There's a 600 kilogram solidified mercury lingam that's in the center of it. It literally impacts a space of like 50 kilometers in every direction. So it's a profound space, all right? So I've shared how to consecrate your space or how to live in an energetic environment in my last video titled Hair Growth. Okay, you should go watch that. At the end of this video, I talk about it. But just to put it simply here, you have to invest in spiritual technologies like spiritual mercury, silver, you know, magic balls. Okay, I'm just gonna say it's a magic ball. Hello, there are such things as magic balls. I'm sure people are gonna be laughing. You know, some of the very logically smart people. He's actually literally talking about a magic ball. Yes, literally, it's a magic ball. Okay, so deal with it. I'll link it in this description. So the first link will be a donation. Okay, you literally feed me and fuel my life through the donations that you're offering me and giving me. Fantastic. and I'm here to buy things that I need to do in order for me to contribute to advancing life in society. So I want to buy a laptop next. So whatever donations you share with me will be going towards me eating food and me purchasing a laptop in the future. Okay, so thank you so much for donating to me. Thank you. The second link will be exactly this. The second link will be the previous video that I just shared, which is hair growth. You need to watch that too. I give spiritual lessons in that video, even if you're not losing your hair. And the third link will be this website. No, that's it. That's the website link will be in the first video, hair growth. Okay, good. So now, all right, now let's get to the point of this video, the roots of this video. Okay, how do you open your chakras? Well, I'm gonna give you the solution here. I'm actually gonna give you the technique to do this. You have to focus your attention and look at the Dhyanalinga, the Dhyanalinga temple. The Dhyanalinga temple, just to give you some basic history here and background, is a temple in India, southern India. It's located in Coimbatore. It is in the Isha Yoga Center. And it has been consecrated in 1999, in January 17th, I believe, or 27th, or something like that. Or December 27th. Yeah, that sounds correct. So, importantly, it's before the 2000th year. And it is a lingam with all the 7 chakras fully amplified, fully energetic. So my chakras, if you see them now, they're not so well balanced. They're not perfectly in harmony. They're not perfectly in tune. They're not perfectly wide open and shining light from within themselves. It's not like that. Although I am, far more evolved than I was 10 years ago, and 100 times more evolved than wherever I was in my past lifetime. Okay, so I'm continuously shedding myself and opening myself up. And I'm an authority and an expert on the subject. So this is why you listen. So this Dhyanalinga temple is like a stone that has been energized with all the 7 dimensions that are of a human body. Not only that, it has been energized with the 7 dimensions that have reached the peak of their dimension, which means whatever my solar plexus chakra energy can do, whatever is the maximum output that it can have, that energy has been solidified in that stone. It's energetically amplifying that, or energetically shining that. Okay? Similarly with all the other 7 chakras. It is like the full power of all the 7 chakras in that stone. Now, so you should, you should look at that, ladies and gentlemen. I am a representation of the Dhyanalinga to a smaller extent. Sadhguru is literally a copy of that. And what I would suggest for you to do is to find a picture of the Dhyanalinga. You can go on Google and type in Dhyanalinga and look at that picture simply for 2 minutes a day, or even for 30 seconds a day, or 3 seconds a day. Why? What is it? What do you need? You need to focus your perception center onto this object, or onto this rock, or this stone, this lingam. The second that you do that, you touch its energies, subtly it will connect to your subconscious mind, or to your spine in general, and you will fuel yourself from that, or with that. And your consciousness will be subtly attuned to that lingam, to that space, sacred space. There's nothing better that you can attune your spiritual centers with, because it's a perfect representation of what the ultimate human being can be. It's the most perfect spiritual teacher, that stone that sits in the southern India. So the moment that you attune your energies towards this, you just look at a picture for a couple of seconds, and you kind of like, oh, okay, I feel something from it. That's all that you need. You need to feel something, just a little bit. I feel the space subtly. Wonderful. Okay, you've gotten it. The moment that you feel some substance from the space, for the rest of the day you can continue forward, and your energies will slowly start to morph and mold and shape themselves into this object. Okay, so it's like, I'm going to give you a metaphor in here now. Let's say you're a professional tennis player, and the best person you've ever seen play tennis is your coach. But your coach is not that good compared to the world champions of tennis. But for some reason you don't have access to the computer and you haven't seen a world champion. You don't even know that it exists, okay? Let's just imagine that. So you think that your coach, which is a little bit beyond you, is the ultimate tennis player in the whole universe. And he's playing tennis, and you're emulating that, okay? Because wherever you put your attention on, energy on, oh wow, that's so fantastic and fascinating. You subtly start to morph into that. You will copy that. So your movements will start to become like the tennis player's movements, your coach's movements, and you will start to play like the coach. And the more that you can dissolve yourself in devotion to your tennis coach, the more you can play like your tennis coach. Now, suppose that somehow you were given access to the internet, and then someone showed you tennis, Federer or some guy like this, the most amazing tennis player in the world. And I don't know what his name is, Fyodor Federer or something like that. Yeah, good. Maybe you can share with me in the comments below. So this guy is the best player in the world, and you're like, oh my God, this guy is light years away from my coach. I'm gonna emulate him. Maybe you can even see him in person. You go there in person, you fly over to him. And again, the same thing happens. He's by far the best tennis player in the world. So that's the only thing that you should emulate. You shouldn't emulate some like fifth player in the world. Okay, yeah, you can eliminate a few techniques from him, because maybe a little bit of techniques that he has is better from them, because it's human beings. But coming back to the spiritual center of this, you should emulate the most powerful, wisest thing there is. And there is such a thing. And it's called the Jnanalinga, okay? And it sits on our planet. So it's fantastic and phantasmal. I'm going to coin this word. I want this to be a new word in the dictionary. Phantasmal. I don't know if it is actually a word in the dictionary. Phantasmal. It's such a phantasmal place that it's phantasmal. And you should emulate your energies towards that. So that's how you open up your 7 chakras. That's how you open up your chakras. It is giving off light, okay? And if you can feel safe enough to open up your 7 dimensions, as I'm currently doing right now in this video, this light from the Jnanalinga will seep into you, will enter into you, and you will feel the benefits of that. By the way, one of my friends suggested that I make like 5-minute long videos. I shouldn't do that. I can't do that. Although yeah, some videos I will make 5-minute videos, but what I've noticed generally is that a video that has gone past the 21-minute mark is of a different, it was a spiritual kind, it's a spiritual potency. So you'll actually benefit more simply from you paying attention to me for 21 minutes than if you were to get some little tips and techniques for 5 minutes. Although I'll record all. But I can't share with you these types of secrets or knowledge in 5 minutes. It's not possible. So, yeah, this is how you open up your 7 chakras. You pay attention to and you look at the Jnanalinga. You have to look at the Jnanalinga. It's the wisest substance and object that there is. And I have done this extremely well. You have no idea. When I first began to become aware of what this is, I was like, wow, this is such a phenomenal place in the universe. And it's right here on this earth. And some man has created it. It's phantasmal. It's phantasmal. It's so hard to create. I want you to understand this. I can energize objects. I've energized my lingam here, my solidified mercury lingam. But it's like effortless and easy. It's like one dimension and it's only one kind of energy. It's very simple. Yet to channel yourself, all 7 of your dimensions, into a stone or object of that size and shape, and also to amplify it to the peak, that's literally impossible. Okay? I don't think any human on earth for sure can't do this. And even Sadhguru can't do this anymore because it took so much life out of him. It is unbelievable. You look at pictures of Sadhguru now versus pictures of Sadhguru before the Jnanalinga, it's like 2 different human beings. It's 2 different kinds. So yeah, Sadhguru has consecrated the Jnanalinga. He's put himself into the Jnanalinga. It's so fantastic and phantasmal that the Jnanalinga stands on this earth, and we're able to benefit from this. And it's, if you've watched up until thus far, for sure you are connected to space, even if it's like a very small kind of unconscious level. So I'm here to bring you your conscious awareness onto this. That this is why you're feeling so safe. This is why you're feeling your meditations are able to become effortless. This is why you feel safety in your mind, and whenever you go to a park bench, for example, you could just sit and be effortless at ease. It's because of this space, okay? I want you to direct your attention towards that. And also because Sadhguru has literally done this for millions, possibly billions of people on this planet. So if there wasn't this energy center, Sadhguru would not have been able to control and command his energy towards that sacred space. It is like, it's like power lines. If I'm here and I'm trying to make you have toasters in your house, but I'm plugging your toaster into my own body and it's taking the electricity out of my body, I can only sustain that for maybe 5 minutes for one person. But if I have a power line right here and I can go to 1,000 houses and plug your toasters and whatever else next to the power line because I have an energy source to work with, it's effortless. That's exactly what Sadhguru has done. He has connected thousands upon thousands of individuals towards this space. It's an energetic space. He's connected you to it, okay? I'm sure that you're in your house right now, or you're watching this video. I'm gonna put your conscious attention towards this now, that you're watching this simply because there's Wi-Fi pounding through the air and coming in contact with your phone or your computer, or somehow your computer is plugged into the wall. And this is all happening because the nuclear power plants are running and burning atoms and whatever nuclear material that they're burning. And so many things happen for you just simply to watch this video. So now your conscious attention is aware of this now, right? Oh wow, yes, this is. But for the most amount of time, you're just watching a YouTube video, you don't even paying attention to that. You're not even consciously aware. And you know, the Jnanalinga is not so simple to be able to perceive this, because it's an energy, pure energy. It's like emotional or energetic energy. It's not like so obvious to see that, okay, my phone is being plugged into this thing and that's why it works. It's not as easy as that. So you should become plugged into this, to the Jnanalinga itself. And I promise you, my friends, your life is going to get so much better. Your life is going to get so much easier. The whole planet on this earth is going to get it's going to be so much more effortless to live, because you have a spiritual teacher in your life. Now, I'm considered a spiritual teacher, yet the potency and what I can offer and share with you here is very minimal compared to the energy that Jnanalinga has and offers. Okay, I'm nowhere close to that yet. Okay, I'm not in harmony with that yet so fully that I can just, actually I shall do that. Yeah, I'm not so in harmony with that yet that I can, fully blast myself forward and literally, truly become like the Jnanalinga, a walking Jnanalinga itself, and burn you all through simply you watching me. That's what I shall do. Okay, that's my promise to you. Yet still, you should consciously pay attention to the sacred object and tune your body to it and connect yourself, just like you have a line from the wall connected to your computer or connected to whatever electronic thing that you have to operate. Similarly, you have to kind of energetically connect to this Jnanalinga, this space. It will immensely power you. It will immensely heal you. It will do everything that you think is possible in your life. It will do everything it can in your life. So I'm also talking about me in this video, because again, like I've shared in the previous minutes, that I have connected myself, I've tuned myself into this temple, and well, it can do things for your life, physically even, or not physically, but it can power you to do things that you should have thought are impossible, or thought that they're so difficult, or whatever energy that you need, this thing is capable of giving you. And life is all about energy. Your body is made up of 114 points of energy, and this energy needs to be powered and fully on. It's like you're a light bulb, but most of your lights are dim. Only a few of them are so active and fully happy and alive and bright. So all 114 of them need a power source to be able to flower, and for them to fully magnify and open up to the highest possibility of life. That's exactly what the Jnanalinga offers and shares with you. So that's why you must connect to this logically and energetically to the sacred space. Again, you are powered by this 114 centers through this, or I am. This is what I've chosen to connect myself with. I know for a fact that this is what is leading me to the highest goal of becoming just like Sadhguru. I don't see any more powerful or wisest beings than Sadhguru himself. So that's why I'm sharing with you this video, how to open your chakras. And this is how it is done. And it's not so much to open your chakras. Okay, this is a misconception, how to open your chakras. Yes, if your chakras are open instead of closed, that's good. It'll shine light from within itself. Yet again, you need power to light yourself up. You need an energy source. I want you to just to consider this, that you're already going towards energy. You have energy sources all throughout your life, or in every aspect of your life. What is the biggest energy source that you have? Probably your fridge. You go open your fridge and you take up some food and you shove food in your mouth, and that gives you energy, that gives you power, that burns it up inside, and it kind of, okay, I feel alive. What other energy source do you have? Well, you go out in nature, that's also an energy source. Energy is giving off energy, nature is giving off energy, and if you can imbibe it into your own body, that also gives you energy. The sun is also energy. It's a humongous, it's the biggest energy source in the universe, you know, for our universe, meaning we're on planet, and that's the only thing we can connect to. There's nothing more powerful than that. Not even the Janalinga, or not even the Kailash itself. Well, yes, because that is, you know, basically eternal. It's like, you know, 5-6 billion years. That means nothing, because it's eternal. Okay, it's not going to go out in our lifetimes, or 1,000 lifetimes of human beings, or even 1,000,000 lifetimes, possibly or potentially, whatever. I don't know the math or number of this. But if you can open yourself up fully and completely to the sun, you can also achieve this. Yet it's not so simple to do with the sun. Okay, so it's much more simpler to do it with something that a human being has created, such as the Jnanalinga, to connect yourself to this energy source and to power yourself up, to power all of your 114 chakras forward. Or I should say all 7 dimensions forward. Okay, 7 chakras. We're going to talk about 7 chakras here now, not 114, because that's an abstraction for you now. So what else is an energy source? Well, you going out and talking to me, or me talking to you, that's also an energy source. Our conversation feeds us. You know, if I have a conversation with someone, I get stimulated through simply me talking and boosting my ideas forward, or sharing some ideas. Countless of examples I can give you about energy sources. Some energy sources are not good. You know, like people use narcotics and they think that they're getting energy, but they're not. It's actually draining them much more than what it's giving them. So there is this biggest energy source. It's the biggest drug in the world, and it's called the Jnanalinga. And you don't get intoxicated by it. It doesn't have any harmful and negative effects. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't even need to go there in the physical space. You can just connect to it and tune yourself to this space from wherever you are. If you're here, I can connect to the space. If you're in Mexico, you can connect to the space. If you're in Darwin, Australia, you connect to the space. If you're in Mars, you can connect to the space. It doesn't matter, or anywhere else on the planet. So it's a energetic space. It's timeless. It's beyond time. It's beyond the bounds of the physical limitations. So you don't have to go and walk your feet towards it. You can just simply connect to it as it is. That's it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I will link a donation box in the bottom of this video's description. I am fueled and sustained by your donations. So thank you so much for choosing to share your money with me. Thank you. I thoroughly appreciate it. And stay tuned for the next video that I shall make. Thank you again. Goodbye.